Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Bean Dip Podcast. How the fuck is everyone? I am having a rough couple of fucking nights. Man, this fucking stand-up comedy shit, bro. I haven't had any shows in the past week, but doing these open mics, whew, these comics are rough, bro. They are, why do we call ourselves comics if we can't even laugh at a stupid little joke, right? Just because we tell jokes? I don't know, but yeah, I tried some new stuff out yesterday. Tried a RuPaul joke out. Ooh, did not get the best results. And it happens, it definitely happens, and I don't know. I guess that's the thing that's the thing about comedy. You know what I mean? If you really care about it, if you love it, sometimes when you bomb, even when you're doing good, it's just always about trying new stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's cool. You've done a certain joke or certain jokes for a certain amount of time, and it's like, okay, it works. You know what I mean? And I guess you just move on from that. So, and I guess that's kind of really what it comes down to as my drive for it. Not only do I just love creating material, but just going from mic to mic, just testing things out, and kind of every now and then crossing the line. It's so funny. I love pointing people out sometimes. Even comics will be like, "Oh, me?" Just today I was telling my joke about, basically the premise is that women remind me of the United States. And somewhere towards the end of the joke, there's an older woman to the left of me, and then there's another younger girl to the right, but in the distance. And as I'm about to tell the ending of the punchline or of the joke, to hit the punch, I point straight at the girl, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's right, I'm talking about you." And then it's just like, "Whoa, me? What?" It's just a whole they get freaked out, I don't know why. It's just so funny that. Just people tripping out, you know what I mean? Just because you're singling them out, you know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, let me just stop bullshitting, but just in short, I'm going for it. I want to really, really, really do this. So I've actually I've talked with my job that I have right now. I know a bunch of people probably hearing this might be like, "Bro, don't be dumb, But no, I didn't quit my job. No, don't, just hold your horses, It's not that crazy. I'm not that stupid, I'm pretty dumb, but not that dumb, you know what I mean? I'll take a shit and miss the toilet, but I'll still clean it up, you know what I mean? It was kind of an accident, but how do you miss the toilet, right? You dumb fuck. Anyway, but no, I just asked for more days off and to work a certain schedule with my job. I know they're not gonna like it because it's a managing position. It's at a restaurant, and I know they're not gonna like those hours. It's gonna bug them, and I know especially for one other manager, it's gonna fucking bug the shit out of her. I know it will. So I gave them an option. I mean, I let them know what I wouldn't mind happening if they don't like it, because I don't want to leave the company. They're pretty lenient with my schedule. Um, I just told them I want to work in the morning and for 3 days because if you guys listen to the past episodes, like the beginning, probably the beginning of this, or maybe episodes like 4 through 10, maybe. Um, Damn, bro, like I was like, it was a lot. You know what I mean? I was working, going to school, and doing comedy. It was a shitload, and I felt like one of my classes for the class, or for the of the classes that I took, I felt it really took a hit because I was kind of not half-assing some things, but I would just get it done and turn it in. You know what I mean? Like it was a journalism class, and I would get the story done and just turn it in. I wouldn't ever put in a title, or there were some probably little markings that could have been corrected. Like I could have put by Russell Navarrete and, all these little things that counted for points, and I never did it because I was just like, I just wanted to get it done and out of the way. So, I let my job know that I can't really put my focus here for now. Like I still want to work here, but I can't really be tripping about this thing right here. I know it's my money maker, and I should be like, appreciative of that, but I think I can like safely say I've done some sacrificing myself. I mean, me coming on board to this spot, like I think day one I was like weekends closing, Friday, Saturday. I think at one point it was Sunday too. Yeah, and then like maybe several months ago, they started giving me mornings on Fridays. But so I think, instead of just bailing on them and just being like, hey, I fucking quit, you know what I mean? Like, I still want to work here, but just like work with me, you know what I mean? Because initially I wanted to work only 3 days, and the manager was like, are you sure? Can you do one more? And I was like, you know what? Let me do 4 because I think I could do it. I just can't do 5, you know what I mean? But it was more of like a test for me, like it was I wanted to see if I can do it. And I mean, for the most part, it's like I did do it. Like all my grades, I mean, I'm a B average student. I got all B's. The one class I got a D. Even though I turned in all the assignments, it's not just because I was fucking up, or I just, it was the little points that fucked me up in the end. And I think I did miss one story, but that's because there was no way of writing one. I didn't have enough time. So yeah, I mean, for me, it was like a big important decision to make, I guess, because I don't know, personally, like it's fucking hard for me to like tell management things like, oh, I need a day off. Oh, I don't know what it is, I'm just like, a fucking, I guess, a slave at heart, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, whip me, call me boy, fuck. I don't know what it is. So when I told him, it was just like, I just felt like, oh man, like I hope they're not mad. You know what I mean? I hope I hope they don't I hope they don't view me differently, you know? So, and I know a lot of people will be like, dude, like you're maybe it's not the best decision, but I believe in myself. I feel like everything that's been going on with this comedy stuff has been amazing. I think like amazing to the point where I feel like, yeah, I can do this and I want to do this, like we were watching something the other day. I don't know what it was, but it was mentioning Judd Apatow. And, this dude started off as a stand-up. and then now he's just like this, like iconic comedy movie writer. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying I'm like trying to be a director or write movies, but you just never know what can come out of a situation. So I'm going full on with it. You know, oh my god, my cat's on my table. I was trying to not let you guys hide, know about it, but I don't know. Get out of here. Come here. Get it. Surprised she didn't bite the shit out of me. Fuck. Yeah, but yeah, man. Yeah, I want to do it. I want to be able to do it freely instead of being like locked up because of work. You know, like a lot of the times I'll be thinking, man, like I don't know. Maybe a lot of the times you don't know people's situations, but for some reason I'd be like, fuck, these people are lucky to be able to be doing this all the time. You know what I mean? Like, you literally have fools who are fucking like just living in their cars busting this shit, And it's like, damn, how could you compete against that, when you actually got to take care of yourself? Like, it's just it's a sacrifice, and I can't say like, the way I think about it is like, I guess I'm not going to like dive head first. You know what I mean? Like, the pool is like probably 5 foot deep, so I'm not diving head first. I'll do a sick ass cannonball though. You know what I mean? Make a big splash. Hell yeah. Maybe my form might not be the best, but I'm gonna have some fun, So yeah, man. I mean, that happened recently, and there's a cause for concern that, because it's like, yeah, like what if I still have to pay rent? You know what I mean? Like, I still have to have money. So, there's a couple options, like I'm thinking about getting back into, well, I feel like I am going to do it, get back into bartending just for one day. Cause man, dude, I'm not even gonna lie. I just fucking hate customer service at this point. I fucking hate servicing you guys. You guys are motherfuckers, It's my way or the highway. It's fucking Disneyland everywhere. I don't know, but I fucking can't stand it. But it is the easiest line of work for me to get into right now since I've been doing it for a long time, but yeah, so that's the, I guess, somewhat of a big decision, you know what I mean? Like, because, yeah, it's less money, and, it's not only is it taking a step back financially, it's taking $100 back. Literally, you know what I mean? That's a whole fucking day's worth of work, So, but I'm planning on starting up an open mic, and I was like thinking about it today. I was like, obviously, I think, spoiler alert, I'm gonna want to charge for like the open mic. You know what I mean? Like, it would be difficult for me to have like a setup and like not charge people. It'd be too, I don't make money like that to not make it a grind, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely going to charge people. I know a lot of comics might not like that, but it's just the way it is. And I was thinking about it, like, you figure, there's like 10 spots available for an hour. That's $50. Minimum wage, I think technically in LA as of July 1st is $16.40 or something like that. And that's an hour of work. You've worked an hour and you've made $16.40. You see what I'm saying? So even like doing 2 hours of an open mic, that's $100. You know, that's a best case scenario, obviously. Like it's filled every, that's best case scenario. So, but I mean, you know, it's all about hard work. I understand that. You know, I'm not you know, I am lazy. Let's get that out of the way, all right? I love being lazy. Who doesn't love fucking being lazy? You know? Just laying there, doing nothing, staring at the ceiling, thinking of fucking stupid ass shit. Nobody thinks of stupid ass shit or what? Come on, man. I don't even know where I'm going with this because I started going on this rant. But you gotta work hard. That's what it is. You gotta fucking work hard. You know, so. Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna do. And that's like the thing about like this whole situation is like with the money situation, like obviously comedy's gonna take a while. You know? And this could be a test of like what? How much does money control basically what, you know, you know what I mean? Like, does it control your, like, more or less your brain, you know, your consciousness, you know, in some kind of symbolic way or whatever. We're getting deep, ladies and gentlemen. As my cat is fucking attacking me and fucking scarring the shit out of me, I'm getting deep on a level that I don't normally get on, okay? Like I said, I've been having a rough couple of fucking nights. Nobody's laughing at my jokes. It could be that either like they're just like, you know, the time's up, or it's just the same shit I'm just telling them to other comedians. So the comedians are like, fuck you, bro, listen to mine. You know? Keeps you humble. Definitely. But you know, money, does it control my fucking brain, you know? And I guess if it did, you know, I'm definitely gonna have to like change my mind, you know. I think to a certain degree I could say that, yeah, like maybe money does control my brain to a certain degree because, you know, I don't want to live anywhere outside of a metropolis like city, you know. I want to live in a big city, and that takes money. You know, even if you're just like getting money from the government, it takes money, you know. The more you probably like go east or live in rural areas, I'm sure it's hella cheap, you know. But fuck that, bro. I don't want fucking mountains as neighbors, you know. I don't want to fucking see the same fucking goat somewhere out there and I'm fucking giving it a name for no fucking reason because I'm losing my goddamn mind. Hey, Sammy! Hey, Sammy, how you doing there, Sammy? And he's just eating grass, like not knowing that I'm even talking to it. Ma, Sammy! Good to see ya. I was watching the football game the other day. Ma. You know what I mean? Fuck it, bro. I'd rather talk to some kind of fucking felon probably, or a homeless guy, or you know, a fucking old grandma that's, you know, been around or some shit. I don't know. You just never know in a big city. So, I mean, I guess the biggest control about the whole thing is fear, right? You know, being afraid, like not, you know, not like being able to do it. You know what I mean? You're too afraid of like what might happen, like worst case scenario. And I'll tell you this, I have the same feeling that I had when I wanted to ride a motorcycle. Like I just didn't care about the possibility, you know? Like obviously you don't want the worst possibility. You don't want it, but it's not something that's like in your way. You're not even thinking about am I gonna make it, or is this, I mean, sometimes you think, is this the right way? Sometimes, you know, and that's honest, you know what I mean? Like, I guess just because some nights you don't do so, like, I'm telling you, like, today, I think, as I was on my way over here, I was thinking, like, fuck, like, and this is like, all right, obviously there's no shade on any of that, but I was thinking, like, damn, maybe I got to take those classes really right now, like, really, you know, try to take those classes and tell me right jokes and this and that, and it's like, you know, those, I hear great things about sometimes, you know, these comedy based classes. Like, I hear fucking dope ass great things about them, you know, but bro, I can't afford that shit. You know, maybe one of these days I'll have to save up for it and take a course. Just save up like 3 bills, however much it is, and take a course. But it's tough, man. Like, that shit's expensive, bro. Yeah. But you know, I just want to be able to do this, you know, freely, open, you know, with time, you know, not having to like be held back. You know, I have a dope girlfriend who's down to like support me in this. She'll, you know, I'm sure she's willing to work too, so we could live together. Maybe, who knows? I mean, she's always ranting and raving about like shit, like, she just might as well leave, motherfucker. I could get my own weed. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, I have like a dope support system, I think, right now. So it's like, I feel like I can make this decision, you know? And it's not taking advantage of a situation. I would do this regardless, you know? I would do it regardless, like, where, you know, whatever position I'm in. If I was living on my own, like, you know, I think if I was living on my own and I had like my own spot, I think that would be even harder to sacrifice. You know, that would be even harder. So, yeah, and it's not even like, there's nothing about surviving with bare minimum that I care about. You know, there's like a good 10 years of my life where that's like all I was doing, bare minimum, you know what I mean? Like, living from place to place with different people. You know, there are times, yeah, like I had my own spot sometimes, but like, even when I, like, the biggest spot I had, you know, it was like a 3-bedroom, like a 3-bedroom townhome with like 2 Asian dudes, and I had the master bedroom. Dude, I swear, all I had was a table, my laptop, my mattress, and a carpet. And it was just so fucking empty in my room, dude. Just so sad. Like, I would come home and it was just, and a guitar. I had a guitar. Yeah. Yeah, no clothes. I was completely naked every day. Rode my bike naked to work. Shit stains on my fucking bicycle seat. No, but you know, you just have bare minimum, you know, like, just the bare necessities, you know. So I'm not worried about it, you know, and obviously, like, there's other sacrifices I'm willing to make, you know, like, instead of driving to these far ass spots, I'm taking the train or the bus, you know? And in the beginning, when I first started doing this, I was kind of doing that, you know? My girlfriend was working more often. She had to use it during the day, so yeah, it's not like it's a bad thing, you know? And I feel like ego is a big question in all of this, you know? Ego. I've never actually confronted the subject, to be honest. Like, in my own personal, you know, thinking or approach or whatever, like being egotistical, I feel like that's like so easy to point out. You know, who really is egotistical anyway? I mean, you could probably say like Kanye was egotistical, right? Egotistical? Is that the right word? Egotistical? Because if it's egotistical, I think I'm egotistical. Anyway, calling yourself a genius and just basically just like being like outspoken about the good side of you, right? I guess. Or I don't really know what. Let's see what Webster's. I'm telling you, I don't even like. You'll hear people say who like have taken psychedelics like mushrooms or anything, something like that, and say like, oh, the eating, taking acid or eating mushrooms, it killed my ego. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, why would in any case, I feel like, why would you want to kill your ego? You know what I mean? Ego. A person's sense of self-esteem or importance. A boost to my ego. So yeah, that's what I'm saying is like, that's important. You know what I mean? And maybe this whole like working less, having less money, not and still in school, maybe it's gonna take a hit on my ego, I guess. Self-importance sounds so like it's self-importance though. It's to yourself, it's not to anybody. Like how important you feel. I don't know, how important do I feel? I don't know if do I feel important to myself? To myself, I guess, yeah. Like obviously you gotta live, you gotta take care of yourself. You don't need necessarily an ego to fucking wash your ass, or brush your fucking teeth, do you? Like, is it true that the most humblest people on the planet are stinky ass fucks? People who have shitty butt cracks? People with yeast infections? People with grime beneath their fingers, but not just like, how you develop some like a little bit and then you could just clean it. But I'm talking about straight fucking just black underneath. They haven't cleaned it probably for who knows how long. Enough for you to see it and it's like, damn, you washed your hands, bro, and that's still there? Like that. Are these people the most humblest? I don't know. I feel like I think the main thing for me, what ego is staying alive. I think that's what it is for me, an ego. It's like your willingness to staying alive, surviving. I guess there's ego in certain moments too. Like obviously being egotistical, it could be a fucking or what was the word? Egotistical, right? Egotistical. You could be that way in front of people, or an egomaniac. Who knows? Maybe I think when you have like when you're an idea of an ego, or yourself, I guess, when you yourself is maybe you're petty or something like that, you might need superficial like outside things to make you feel a certain way. You know what I mean? Like to improve that self-esteem, like maybe you do need a big ass car to make you feel like I'm dope. You know what I mean? Or like maybe you do need a bunch of women in your life to feel like, yeah, that's what's up. This is me. You know what I mean? Like I'm important. I got that self-importance, yo. 10 bitches. I'm self-important, bro. I don't know. Let's see. In the dictionary, it says a psychoanalysis of what ego is. Says the part of the mind that mediates between the conscious and the unconscious and is responsible for reality testing and a sense of personal identity. All right, philosophy and metaphysics, a conscious thinking subject. Responsible for reality testing, huh? So that means what? You're testing actions that are reality, or that could be responsible for reality testing, huh? You're taking a Sat 9 on life. You're taking a you're taking a driving test on mental health. I don't know. And a sense of personal identity, huh? So yeah, that's like what I'm saying is like say a guy with 10 chicks. Those chicks give him the identity that he's a ladies man, he's a sweet talker, he's a love machine, he's got a big cock or something. It's got to be, or he's rich. It could be any kind of identity that what I guess that's what he's looking for. I don't know. Do actions mean towards your? I guess. I mean, let's not. Let's hold on. Let's ask this calmly, and try to answer it rationally. Do actions? Am I gonna say dictate? Do actions define who you are? Right? I mean, I think so. That's just a straight yes, right? I try to do comedy, hoping to be a comedian, right? When someone fucks asses, they're a butt fucker, right? Or an ass fucker. When man, that ass fucker was a good one. When why do they call headbangers headbangers? Because they literally bang their fucking head. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. My ego personally, I feel like my ego, what has it done for me so far, I think my ego has actually done a lot for me. Like, going back to even probably being a teenager, me rebelling, eventually experimenting with drugs, just like kind of attempting to survive without really knowing what the hell anything really means, and I guess all that meant something for me, right? During that time, I'm on my own. I'm this age. I'm doing my best. I'm blah blah blah. Like, I wasn't going to college a lot, but I was out there. So I don't know. I think in some way it'll be a good thing, going through this process. Like, especially when it comes to writing, like I'm gonna have a bunch of time to write, right? Right. So, and that's that's definitely a big part of the game. And even this upcoming semester, I feel like it's gonna be it's gonna be kind of not cruising, but it's gonna be a good amount where like this is gonna work out, you know, because I have 3 classes for this next semester. Not a lot, but you know, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna be able to do well in those classes. I'm gonna go to work, make my money, and you know, do comedy. You know, so it's a great balance, and for me anyway, you know, trying to trying to uplift my ego, bro, by losing money. But I still got my. Oh, I'm not gonna rap on here. Jesus Christ, who do I think I am? Come on, fucking crazy. What the hell is going? It's late, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it's fucking. It's fucking 10 o'clock. Okay, I mean it's not my fucking bedtime, but you know we were all over the place today. We went from downtown LA to Hollywood, back here, chilled out, went back to Hollywood for a fucking open mic that, god damn it. I mean, no, it wasn't that bad, but it kind of was a little rough. I got some chuckles. It was cool. And then, you know, now I'm here and yeah, man, I just all these things going through my head lately. It's just, yeah, I'm telling you, it's a big decision for me. It's a lot to think about. You know, this is where this is gonna prove how much of a hustler I actually am. You know, because what's that saying? You take 2 steps back. Wait, no, it's like, yeah, you take 1 step back to take 2 steps forward or something like that. Yeah, so it's like that's the philosophy, man. You know, bro, we're going on an intellectual journey, bro. We're gonna see how much our mind can actually help us succeed in this life. Whoa, we're doing it, bro. We're doing it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I need to smoke more weed and, you know, forget about whatever's gonna happen next. Not really forget, but you know, I need to be in Wonderland for the rest of the night. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I do have a show coming up. It's a little bit tricky one for me because, you know, it is with Flappers, but I don't know if they have a flyer. Or I don't know how that shit works. So Monday, I am actually gonna go check on with them to see how this works. Pretty much, they just send you a link saying, "Hey, send this out to people." So, and maybe I just need to check my emails too as well. But yeah, I have a show this Friday. Not tomorrow, but this Friday. Sorry, tomorrow when this comes out, no one's gonna. Anyway, on the 8th, I believe it's the 8th, I'll be at Flappers. On the next episode, I'll post it up. This one, I guess I could still post it. But I think I'll just know a little bit more for the next one. But still keep your ears and eyes open. You can keep your asses open too. I don't know. It's all up to you. But for the most part, it's your ears and your eyes. Yeah, Flappers. It'll be my first time performing there. I think it'll be a good time, despite all the non-laughing I've been causing. But yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you. Love you guys. Peace.